With all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt circulating across the world, the Bitcoin opportunity has still not changed. Cardano support at $1 being tested massively. What happens if it fails? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Thank you for coming by. Please hit that subscribe and like on the way in. Let's jump into the Bitcoin Cardano video, starting with Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on the monthly chart. It is years and years and years worth of opportunity. The crypto fear and greed index sitting at around 30. Last month was at 24. Yesterday was at 52, which was neutral. But the fear is I mean, we're leaning towards fear in the macro scheme of things right now. There's so much uncertainty across the world. And so when I'm doing technical analysis videos, a lot of people are doubtful. And I'm sticking to my guns, everyone. And I want to show a tweet that I just tweeted. Bitcoin momentum oscillators have made all the difference for me over the years. They truly have. Bitcoin momentum oscillators have changed my life in ways. Technical analysis based on historical data works. And you see the comments. I'm not interested in old stuff. Technical analysis doesn't work with FUD and manipulation. It goes on. Please tell us what TA is saying about Russian aggression. People making jokes, people laughing at technical analysis. And here I am doing technical analysis. These people that are doing that, they're not paying attention. I think they're going to be wrong in the long term because the technical analysis integrated into what is happening in the world, technical analysis being used as a roadmap and as a guide to strategically plan what you're going to do in accumulation because of price makes all the difference. If you're not paying attention to the charts and you're only paying attention to the fear, uncertainty, and doubt that's happening in the world, or even the bullish stuff that's happening into the world, you're not going to have a formulated plan and you're not going to know where those capitulation areas are amidst the things happening in the world. This is the roadmap. This is the monthly chart. And momentum oscillators, for me, they make all the difference. They helped, and you can go back to this YouTube channel and look at my videos discussing the bear market low when it was happening based off of momentum of Bitcoin and based off of historical data. It works and it changes the game, everybody. So here we are, Bitcoin monthly, some things I wanted to point out. This is taking into context what's going on in the world. It really is, and how things could get worse. First thing to note on the monthly chart, Bitcoin's sitting at the 20-month moving average, this green line right here. There is the possibility that Bitcoin goes lower. The vicinity that I see it going to potentially, if it gets crazy, is the $19,000 to $20,000 area. Why is that relevant? Because we've been talking about that area in context to the weekly chart, which is back here, and it's sitting right in that $19,000 to $20,000 area. That's this area over the years Bitcoin has revisited multiple times. There's the COVID swing low. There's the last bear market swing low. There's the previous bear market swing low. That's an area that Bitcoin could very much fall into. It's just a matter of being prepared for it. I am prepared for it with the visualization that it could happen, especially with what's going on in the world. Things could get bad. Things could get worse than they already are very quickly, and we could be sitting in these areas, or at least approaching these areas, and I've got the plan, and the charts will probably, in my view, on the long term, bounce off of those areas if we made it to those areas. Sitting at the monthly chart once again, the momentum oscillator down here on the monthly is extremely intriguing to me. Here's the bear market low of 2018. There is the higher low on the monthly chart. That's the COVID swing low. And here we are in this area of, again, fear, uncertainty, and doubt at a new low, and it's a higher low on this chart. Bitcoin could very well bounce here. All right. If you look at just the 6-hour chart, we're still in this short-term uptrend. Right now, Bitcoin testing a higher low Fibonacci on the 6-hour. Fibonacci support right around 40,000 down to the 786 at around 38,000, just above 38,000. Bitcoin could bounce here and continue an uptrend, and all of a sudden, all of these emotional people, bearish people, they're gonna change their tune. And most of those people probably not paying attention to the charts, just listening to the news, listening to certain Twitter accounts that are pushing the negative news. And so this, again, is our roadmap. So going back to this Bitcoin chart on the monthly chart, this could very well bounce to the upside. If we get a move to the downside, we have this area, last bear market low, and then we have the bear market low of 2015. if Bitcoin makes its way down to this area on this monthly chart, on the RSI, we're in an area where we're testing probably that $19,000 to $20,000 area that we just talked about. It's in play. It would be normal based on historical data. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary. And yes, real world events could trigger a move like this. This is Bitcoin. I'm just sitting here prepared. If we start getting a move to the upside, we can start tracking what targets look like to the upside. But right now, I'm just sitting here prepared for a neutral, just watching. I think as many of you are out there. Let's pivot over to Cardano. And I want to start with this tweet I just tweeted. If $1 Cardano fails support, I expect many to freak out, which I do. With two targets of 80 and 50 cents, I'm prepared. I don't want Cardano to fail at $1 support, but it very well could. If you look at the chart on the weekly, and that's the monthly, we look at the chart on the daily, this is fine. You can see this dollar support area just going back to last year, a year long of support at $1. Just because there's been support doesn't mean it will continue. And if it does fail, I really can see a situation where people are freaking out. What I wanted to point out on this tweet, though, is this. Somebody said, so being prepared makes it all better. Cool, kind of being sarcastic. And then someone else said, been hearing the same rhetoric from these guys for almost a year straight. And I'm highlighting this tweet because there's a really important lesson in here, everybody. And maybe this only applies for long-term investors. I don't know. Maybe it only applies to my approach to crypto. I don't know. I replied to the person, I said, if being prepared is rhetoric to you, then you should not be in crypto. My whole channel is about being prepared. I'm not sitting here doing predictions. I'm not sitting here trying to tell you, Bitcoin's definitely going up, Cardano's definitely going up. I think in the long term, you all know I'm extremely bullish, and I think it's where it's going is up. But along the way, we are prepared in every single video, and we have targets to the downside in pretty much almost every video. So I said being prepared is literally the key to success in the crypto long game. So it's not rhetoric, everyone. I'm not creating crypto content on YouTube and just trying to be like, hey, be prepared. That's all I know. I'm literally just a dude out here in crypto with you, tracking targets, watching momentum, making sure that we're prepared for those scenarios where it is the best opportunity. It is maybe the least risky opportunity in terms of the macro view. And that least risky opportunity starts to come into play when you have a monthly chart that looks like this. Look at this. That's 6, right? 2, 4. That's 6 monthly red candles for Cardano in a row. The last time something even close to that happened was Cardano going into the last bear market low. So opportunity is presenting itself on the macro scale, no matter how you look at it. Going back to the daily chart, it is sitting at $1. If it fails, here's the 80-cent target. If you're not aware of that, this is the broadening rising wedge that we've been talking about on the YouTube channel for a while now. That target is just, this is just like I feel like this could happen in a couple minutes. Cardano could hit that target. Would we see a bounce of support there before continuing to 50 cents? Maybe in this worst case scenario. In the best case scenario, I find it interesting to see the area Cardano's trading in. We have this red line, the dollar support area that we've been talking about, kind of in between this trend line of the broadening rising wedge, right? That trend line is kind of taking these moves that we saw at the dollar support. It's taking those moves, and we're kind of using the wicks of those candles to create that lower trend line. So Cardano just trading in between these two areas, and I think it's a perfect illustration of how indecisive the market is right now. So that is really interesting to me to kind of keep track of as we watch these markets to see how Cardano interacts in between these two areas. Obviously, it's a dollar support to the downside, and then this trend line right now sitting directly above Cardano is around $1.36. Make no mistake, crypto markets could turn around out of nowhere, surprising a lot of people, and all of a sudden Cardano could be testing this longer term upper trend line of lower highs, and even this trend line in the $1.30 to $1.40 range. If we look at this daily chart, what would Cardano be doing in an environment like that? Breaking the 20-day moving average, breaking the 50-day moving average, and potentially starting to turn things around. And that is something much needed for Cardano when we're looking at the monthly. At the end of the day, everybody, I open up the momentum oscillators. They're cooling off ridiculously at levels that it hasn't been in. And you can see Cardano, look at the stock RSI, the quicker moving momentum oscillator. On the macro, hey, this would have been a nice area to kind of just chill out, even though it was grueling and just unknown. I would say, 3 to 5 cents, not a bad area to just chill out accumulating Cardano as it's approaching oversold on the stock RSI. Well, here we are at $1 in the oversold on the quicker moving momentum oscillator. Maybe there's still more downside, but now is the time to prepare. Now is the time to stop focusing on the emotion, focusing on the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, because nobody knows. There's always fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the world, everyone. This is the world we live in. Get used to it. We start using technical analysis as a roadmap. Then we start putting some structure in place just so that we can plan. And that is the key here. Planning, being prepared. That is my take. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Everybody, hang in there. I know crypto's down. It is not fun. I see it so much in the comments. It's getting to people. But stay encouraged. Step outside of the computer screen, the phone screen, the crypto prices. Life is good. I'm telling you. God is good. And I pray that you all are blessed. Have an awesome, awesome day. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.